What's good, y'all? I was getting online with Brandon Style. Hey, hope y'all chilling. Hope y'all good. Hope I was in a line with you. Hope getting stuff in a line. So today I'm going to talk about a little bit of self-love and how I started to love myself and how I started to truly care for myself and my well-being, coming from addiction, especially 4 months sober today, it's like when I was going through those hard times, just when I do go through hard times, or if I'm in, if I get down on myself, I talk to myself as if I would be talking to a best friend or someone I love or care about. So I do that to myself. I would start doing that with myself, and over time I started to build a lot of resilience and inner strength. And trust me, I've been through a lot of fucked up shit, starting from the bottom again, because I'm always choosing toxic relationships or substances, so I had to get to the root of the problem, and that's detaching from attachments, and going within and turning inward and eating right and getting exercise and meditating, and fasting and doing these things that are meant for us to truly be alive. Everybody walking around here dead because they're so either depressed, anxiety, they're numbing themselves with drugs, alcohol. They're doing all these types of shit. There's so many distractions to keep you from being to knowing yourself. There's so many different things that keep you from yourself, right? From being with your thoughts, just being with you, just being. The observer, the awareness that you are, and it takes putting the work, and nobody's putting in that work, so they're just going to keep forgetting who they are instead of remembering what they are. And I'm here to tell you that your energy, frequency, vibration, and conscious awareness, your energy, that's all you are. And you control your vibration. That's what we practice. That's what meditation practices. Keeping our chakras in alignment. And that's why my show is called Getting in Line. So self-love for me took doing that, took putting myself first and getting that negative, toxic shit out of my life. People, places, and things have no tolerance for it. I have self-respect. I started respecting myself. Started, practicing discipline, and getting serious with myself, and truly wanting to better myself. And not let the adversities, set me back that I can't overcome. So I have to exercise resilience. So you can do anything, man. You're strong, and just know that. Like, you're stronger than you think, and you're not. All it is that you're trapped in your thoughts, your feelings, and you're stuck in the ego, and the ego must die in order to live, because the ego is very destructive. It wants you to judge, it wants you to do this, it wants you to do that. It's not consistent. One day it feels this way, one day it's this way. And then you got all the monkey mind or erasing thoughts, and then you got these feelings that go with them, and then nothing can catch up. And then just be still and be aligned. So how are you supposed to ever be present if you can't get out of your fucking head and emotions? If you can't learn to be with yourself and not just sit there like this, but literally learn to be still, learn to quiet the mind, learn deep breathing exercise, breathe from your stomach. A lot of people breathe from the chest, breathe from the stomach. Change the way you eat, change the habits that you do, going over every weekend. Whatever, just those changing the little habits can make a big difference. That's how I practice self-love, because I respect myself, and I know what my worth is, and I know that you guys are worth just as much, and we're all equal, and we're powerful, spiritual, energetic beings living a human experience, you know what I'm saying, in a construct of this society that was constructed by men, by humans, that we follow by, and I'm not with that shit. I'm bigger than that. So, yeah, go within and just start talking to yourself like you would a best friend. Like you would a best friend. Empower yourself like you would a best friend. Motivate yourself like you would a best friend. Comfort yourself like you would a best friend. Do it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it's about. Is taking care of you, taking care of your mind, your body, your soul. And knowing your protecting your energy and knowing your limits and boundaries with people. And for me, shit, I lost a lot. I had to detach from a lot. And it's you could love and still and not be attached. You see, people mistake love for attachment. No, it's just people have different attachment styles, and that they think is love because they think love's a feeling when love is action. Love is action. It's not a feeling. Love is action, and the feelings come after the action. You see people who got it all backwards. So that's exactly what I'm trying to tell you, is everything's meant to distract you, to keep you away from turning inward, because you are powerful. Powerful than you realize. They don't want you to know this. The higher ups, these guys, the gatekeepers, they don't want you to know this. They want you stuck, dumb, broke, and they want you in the same cycle. They want you in the matrix. I promise you, I'm starting to wake up to this shit, and it's a trip. So I hope you all stay blessed. Practice that self-love because you deserve it. You're worth it. You're worthy. Much love. And pour that love back into your fucking self because you deserve it.